Breaking news. We got some breaking news. Trevor Siemian is back with the New York Jets. The Jets have signed him to the practice squad, and here we go. The Jets bring in their quarterback that we've been waiting for since forever, since Aaron Rodgers went down. So let's get straight into business. The former Jet, who was a Jet back in 2019, he took 3 snaps, or he had 3 attempts, but he subbed in for an injured, or should I say a mononucleosis Sam Darnold in week number 2 of 2019 on Thursday Night Football, and he broke his foot. And then that's when we saw Luke Falk come in. So he was a former Jet, but we saw very limited of Trevor Siemian as a New York Jet. In 2021, though, Trevor Siemian didn't look too bad for the New Orleans Saints. He had 11 touchdowns and 3 interceptions last year. Didn't look too good. But here we are. The Jets get their quarterback. Now the question is Trevor Siemian going to be the guy to step up on Sunday against the Chiefs? Is he going to come in there at halftime if Zach Wilson stinks? Very possible. Very possible. So, listen, we all knew that the Jets were going to bring in a veteran quarterback to back up Zach Wilson. It's just a matter of when. I know that Robert Saleh was saying all these things in the media. I didn't believe him. I knew that the Jets are going after a quarterback. It was obvious. It's just a matter of who it's going to be. A lot of free agent quarterbacks the Jets were looking after, right? Carson Wentz, Colt McCoy, Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, Matt Ryan, and this is who they end up with. A guy in Trevor Siemian, 31 years old, and he's going to be challenging Zach Wilson. Now, I will say this. I think that, first of all, Trevor Siemian is not going to save the season or anything, but I do think that Trevor Siemian is a viable veteran that can just at least get the ball out of his hands and get the ball into the playmaker's hands and help out Garrett Wilson, help out the overall offense move if Zach Wilson continues to stink it up. Now, that's Zach Wilson's biggest issue on my end, is that he's still not able to organize an offense, get the ball out fast, get the ball into the playmaker's hands. So this is honestly good news, in my opinion, right? We need, and we're also not a Zach Wilson, injury away from Tim Boyle either, right? I mean, you talk about Tim Boyle as the backup behind Zach Wilson. That's just not good. So Trevor Siemian signed off the streets. Welcome back to New York. And let's get into your guys' thoughts, because this breaking news just happened. I was live on Bleacher Report when this news did break, and this is pretty crazy. Now, it is sad that we are in this situation to begin with, right, where we have to talk about the Jets signing Trevor Siemian instead of being hyped up to watch Aaron Rodgers go up against Patrick Mahomes on Sunday Night Football. But that's okay. We cannot harp on that too much. Maybe Trevor Siemian makes his revenge tour against the Denver Broncos next week. I'm already looking into next week. But the reality is he's getting brought in to the practice squad. He's going to learn the system, and I do not expect him to play Sunday night unless it's just an absolute stink fest from Zach again. But I do think that, we need to let Trevor Siemian learn the playbook, learn the offense before we can just throw him out there into the wolves. But listen, I don't think this news is going to really hype up any of you guys. It's not hyping me up, to be honest. But it is showing you that the Jets are doing what they can to bring in a veteran quarterback behind Zach Wilson. This is what Jets fans have been wanting since Aaron Rodgers went down on Monday Night Football Week 1. And it took them long enough. I don't know what took them this long to do it. Maybe they were just crossing their fingers and say, okay, Zach, just please play good football against the Cowboys and the Patriots so we don't have to do this. But now they saw what he did, and they're like, okay, we got to fall back, and we got to bring in a quarterback to challenge Zach Wilson. I don't think he's going to start on Sunday night, so don't expect that. But this is definitely some breaking news that we have to talk about here on Jets Media. So, folks, make sure you guys hit that like button on your way into the show, guys, and let me know your thoughts right now in the comment section in the live chat, or you're watching a replay, your biggest takeaways and your biggest thoughts of bringing in Trevor Siemian. V-Man with the $2. I prayed to the Tiano gods. Yakuju. I can't say that right. Guess it worked. There we go, V-Man. You prayed to get Trevor Siemian. Wow. And it worked. Thanks to Trevor Siemian for that. Thanks for V-Man for bringing us Trevor Siemian. No, what we want is to never waste 3 hours again watching Zach. Honestly, anyone is better. W. Siemian, Trevor. Why? I don't know who the F Trevor is. Well, Trevor was a Jet. Bro, this is gross. Is this the best we can do? Listen, you look at the veteran quarterbacks that are available. Carson Wentz, Nick Foles, Colt McCoy, Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco, and they decided to land on a guy who front office is familiar with when he was here. But it is what it is. Nice jersey swap. Yeah, you guys like my jersey swap? I did this edit myself. You guys like that? Same guy that broke his ankle first play of the game for us a few years ago. Then Luke Folk came in. So, yeah, if you guys are not aware, Trevor Siemian was on the Jets in 2019. He was our backup quarterback behind Sam Darnold in year 2 of Sam. And when Sam went down with mono, Trevor Siemian was the starter, and he broke his ankle in the first game, in the first quarter on Thursday Night Football. And then Luke Folk came in, and then we had to go up against the Eagles. That was one of the worst games of my life as a Jets fan to watch. I'll never forget that. Kelly, this is losing a full bingo card by 1 number or a parlay by 1 yard. Oh, Kelly, you're right. I like that analogy. Wow, Jets really stuck in a time loop. I keep saying that, Edward. It feels like we're stuck in a time loop. It doesn't end. The suffering will never end. But hey, here we are, man. Now, do you guys expect Trevor Siemian to play Sunday night? Do you guys expect it? Guys, optimism. All right, let's get into some optimism. We finally brought in a veteran quarterback. He's going to lead this Jets team to the playoffs, and the Jets are Super Bowl champions with Trevor Siemian. Wow, that was painful to say that. That's so unrealistic. Oh, God. Just tell me you're tanking without telling me you're tanking. Guys, the reality is this Jets team's not tanking. This is the only options they have. That's the sad thing. There's nothing else out there. Zach Wilson is playing football, and he stinks, and the Jets got to bring in a veteran quarterback. There's not a lot of people available. It's just the sad reality that we're in, man. It's the sad reality that we're in. Hennessy's in the chat. Here we go again. Cue that GTA meme. Here we go again. Hennessy thinks that Trevor is not going to touch the field. Now, best case scenario, and hear me out, guys, is that Zach Wilson improves and we don't see Trevor Siemian. That's what I want, but that's also unrealistic because Zach Wilson looks terrible. He doesn't show anything, signs of progression, right? He had a decent game against the Cowboys to start off the game, and then he just started throwing picks. And then the Patriots game, oh, God, it was so abysmal. So abysmal to watch, man. Euphoria with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my man. You get a round of applause. Appreciate you. I'm heading to Sunday Night Football, and that's the last game I'm going to this season. I'm boycotting this team because this organization gave up after Aaron went down. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think they gave up, but they just really believed in Zach. And they're wrong to do that, but I don't think they gave up. They kind of just were really hopeful, and then maybe it was the wrong idea, which seems like it is. But, like, that's what the reality is, man. The Jets believe that Zach can figure it out, and in 2 games, he hasn't. And that's why we just brought in Trevor Siemian. That's why we did it. So, Euphoria, thank you for the super chat, my man. Can't thank you enough, bro. We're not embracing the tank, okay? This Jets team is not tanking. Why not tank, though? I'll tell you why we can't tank. Because this Jets team has a window to win. And that's the reason why we went out and got Aaron Rodgers, folks. There's a reason why we went out and got Aaron Rodgers. It's because we have a lot of talent on this roster on rookie contracts. Elijah Vera-Tucker, Mekhi Becton on the offensive line. We got Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson. I mean, I can keep going. There is Garrett Wilson. There's a lot of young talent on this team, and we're not going to be able to keep this young core together forever. And you got to win when they're on rookie deals. And now is the time to win. And that is why we got Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets also have a stellar defense that does not want to go to waste. How are we going to go up to C.J. Mosley, Quinnen Williams, DJ Reed, all the dogs on defense, and even the playmakers on offense and say, hey, guys, we're throwing the towel into the season. We're going into week 4, but the season's over. We're tanking. It doesn't work like that, bro. It doesn't work like that, man. It doesn't, man. It's not how it works. I like the signing. 6'7" quarterback. Let's go. Okay. There we go. Y'all be better off with just Wilson at this point. I mean, Wilson is still the starter. Simeon's brought up to be the backup until Zach keeps stinking it up. In Trevor, guys, we finally got a Trevor. Tank for Trevor. We got our Trevor. He's better than Trevor Lawrence. Do it. Trevor is better than Zach stat-wise. Now, if you guys want to check out Trevor Siemian's stats, back in 2021, he played 6 games with the Saints. 6 games with the Saints in 2021. 57.7 completion percentage, 1,154 yards, 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Quarterback rating of 88.4. Guys, if Trevor Siemian ends up playing for this Jets team this year and he can put up 11 to 3 touchdown to interception ratio, I think Jets fans are going to build a statue for Siemian. That's how desperate we are. And that's all we need, bro. If we had a quarterback to do that, we're winning a lot of games because that puts a lot of pressure on teams that we're going up against. Now, listen, I still strongly going to stand on my stance that this Jets team still has what it takes to win football games with this defense, but we need to get the run game going. Without the run game, nothing's going to work. But the reality is the run game is struggling because defenses are stacking the box because they're not afraid of Zach Wilson. And that is I almost cursed. That is an issue, right? The run game will be a lot better with Aaron Rodgers because defense would not be honing in and stacking the box. Because if you stack the box against Aaron Rodgers, he will pick you apart. With Zach Wilson, you can stack the box because nobody's afraid of Zach Wilson. So that's why you bring in a veteran presence like Trevor Siemian. He's not going to pick you apart down the field, but at least he's smart and intelligent enough. When someone's open down the field, he'll find the guy more often than not. Not every time. He's not going to throw dimes. He's not going to be like the next, big time thing about this Jets team, but this is the reality that we're at right now, folks. This is the reality. How about them Jets with the $2? I appreciate you, bro. Richie, I'd rather see anyone not named Zach Sunday. Yeah, I know that's where probably 80% of Jets fans are at, and hey, we got our guy, Trevor Siemian. So there's your guy, anybody but Zach Wilson. We got TD Finstock trolling. Yeah, laugh all you want, TD. Enjoy your 3-0 start just like last year. Who's ready for the December fall of the Dolphins again this year? I am. The annual fall of the Miami Dolphins. Come on, let me believe in something, right? Man, we missed Mike White. Yeah, I thought it was a mistake letting go of Mike White. When we brought in Aaron Rodgers, I wanted a quarterback room of Aaron Rodgers, Mike White, and Zach Wilson. I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know why they let Mike White walk, but it was an issue. Mike White should be the quarterback right now. We win with Mike White with this team. Killer Dolphins fan here, Richie. It's a decent pickup, but don't get hyped over him. He's not going to be a magic man. He's no Geno Smith. Hey, I'm not hyped right now about Trevor Siemian. I don't know if it comes off that way, but I'm definitely not sitting here popping bottles that we just got Trevor Siemian. I'm still pissed off that we're in this situation to begin with. Samantha's in the chat. What's up, Sam? Zach was going to get booed on Sunday, and they needed to bring in someone to save face. Yeah, that's the reality of it. And, yeah. I can already see it, man. Jets Sunday Night Football, Zach Wilson getting booed, and then we trot out a rusty Trevor Siemian that doesn't know anything about this offense to go out there and just get smacked. Trevor Siemian, how does that happen? It happens, man. Jets media, Saints fan here. Would you rather have Jameis Winston over Zach Wilson? Yeah. Jameis Winston will actually stretch the field. The one thing about Jameis Winston that I respect is he's not afraid to make mistakes, and that's Zach Wilson's biggest issue right now. He's so afraid to make a mistake where he's being so conservative. He's not taking shots when they're there. Jameis Winston will actually take shots. What is Wilson's problem? He has an all-time great quarterback with him at practice, and he still plays like a rookie. He is just not willing to learn, or is he actually useless? I just said it. I think that his biggest issue is he plays scared. He is so terrified of making a mistake because he hears the boos from the fans, and it's getting to him to the point where, wow, if I throw an interception, if I make a mistake, the boos will get louder, and I'm going to get out of here. And so he's just trying to be like, okay, we have a good defense. I'm just going to be conservative. I'm not going to take shots. And congrats, Zach. You didn't turn the ball over against the Patriots. Round of a freaking applause. But we need you to be aggressive. We need you to play free. We need you to test and put pressure on the defense. He doesn't do that. There's open opportunities down the field. You watch the film, you see it, and Zach's not trying it because he's so afraid of making a mistake. That's his biggest issue, in my opinion. Outside of the fundamentals, outside of reading a defense and all those things, I think that where it comes down. And honestly, Is this falls on coaching? Are the coaches in his ear saying, you better not make a mistake? Because that's bad, bro. We need him to let it loose. The one thing Zach has that we can all agree with is he's got an arm. But it doesn't matter if you have an arm if you don't have a mind. Right? It doesn't matter if you have a talented arm if your mind can't connect to it. And that's what Zach Wilson's problem is, man. Zach Wilson's best throw against the Patriots was the Hail Mary. See what I'm saying? Sad. So sad. I saw Zach Wilson at Starbucks right before the start of the season. What should I have told him? What did he order in Starbucks? I need to know because that will tell me all I need to know about him. I'm just kidding. He's playing so safe to his own fault. He won't make throws that he definitely can make. Exactly. Wilson good, bad coaching, killing his confidence. Yeah, I think it's a mixture of both, man. He's not good himself, and it's not working. But, folks, if you guys could do me a solid favor, simply hit that like button on your way into the show, guys. We got some breaking news. The New York Jets brought in Trevor Siemian to the practice squad. Former Jet, now back with the Jets, reunited after breaking his ankle in 2019 with the Jets. And, again, if you want to check out his numbers, 2021 is the year where I'm kind of holding on to hope. 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. And then for the Bears last year, he stunk. Well, not really. He played 2 games and was 15 for 26, 184 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. So there's not a lot of big sample size with him. And he's not even signed. He wasn't even signed on a team for a backup this season. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Rye the General with the $2. Not stoked, but Siemian, 30 starts, 13 and 17, 42 touchdowns to 28 picks. Now, that's his career numbers, which is pretty interesting. It's not bad. How many starts does Zach Wilson have? Total. Let's see. Because I want to compare the two. I feel like Zach has to have at least that amount of time. Let's pull this up. All right. So, Zach Wilson, career numbers. 17 touchdowns to 22 interceptions. Ugh. 17 touchdowns to 22 interceptions in around, let me do the math real quick. Yeah, around like 25-ish games. So, Trevor Siemian's obviously more seasoned. Awesome LA with the super chat. Lissell, appreciate you, man. Can't wait for the NBA season. I'm still a Jets fan, but I'm angry at the Jets. I can't wait too, maybe. Let's go Knicks. Brooklyn stinks. But I appreciate the super chat, as always, Lissell. Basketball season's right around the corner. Knicks media is making a comeback, guys. Don't you worry. Any Knicks fans in the chat wondering, I do have another YouTube channel covering the Knicks. I haven't been active on there because I've been so entrenched in these Jets, but that's coming back, baby. Don't worry. Come on, Steve. Stay with us. Don't say it. Stay with us, Steve. Come on. Zach should be playing for an arena football team. You guys make me laugh. Jets fans, you like that touchdown pass that Robbie chose from Mike White? Pretty special, huh? Funny, dude. Way to rub it in. Way to rub it in. Mark Anthony says, any quarterback that can give the Jets a real chance to win on Sundays, I'm all for it. It's BS that Zach is the answer. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what the Jets had to do. They had to bring in a quarterback to challenge Zach Wilson in practice, and this is who it is. Here it is. Bing bong. If you're in the top 5, do you take a quarterback? Honestly, Zachary, sorry if there's other YouTubers or other Jets people talking about this. You can go to their stuff, but I don't know. I don't know this answer. That's not what I'm worried about. It's not what I'm fixated on right now. I'm focusing on this year right now. In the second half of the season, I'll start talking about the draft, but not in week 3 or week 4. I'm not doing it. I'm just not. And I know I should be, but I'm not doing it. He can distribute the easy intermediate passes, and that's kind of all we need. Where's people open, Zach's not hitting them. Finn's fan here. Suck the injury happened to you guys. I loved Confident Richie. Yeah, man, I was excited for the Jets and the Dolphins matchup between Tua and Aaron Rodgers. I really was. I loved Confident Richie too. Trevor did very good for us in 21. He beat Tom Brady on Halloween. Okay. I mean, give me someone that can beat up on Tom Brady. Okay. Hi, Richie. Not the quarterback I'm expecting for, but hey, what choice do we have? Slim pickings right now. Thanks. Yep. Knicks are a good team. Let's go Knicks. Hell yeah. Why wasn't this done the day after Aaron went down? I agree, Billy. He should have been on this team for a few weeks now. I'm done watching no-read, blind idiot quarterbacks not being able to function, and guys off the street with knowledge are able to function on a week of practice. Jets fans are sick. Tired of this. So how many games do you think the Jets end up winning? 8, 9, or 10? Come on, baby. Let me stay positive. I don't know what you want me to do, guys. You want me to say we suck and you want me to say we're tanking? Is that what you'd rather me do? L. Nick. Sorry, Richie. Boo, Brooklyn. The Knicks are so much better than the Brooklyn Nets, guys. Come on. We can all agree with that. It's obvious. We're not going to get into basketball, but the Knicks are just better. They just are. We suck at picking quarterbacks in the draft. And that's another thing, guys. What makes you think that, oh, we get a top 5 pick, let's just draft another quarterback? I don't care who the quarterback is. What gives you confidence that that quarterback's going to be good? By the way, who the F is this guy? Do you think he's going to be the starter or backup? So, Sean, this is somebody that was on the Jets back in 2019. He was drafted by the Denver Broncos. He is a journeyman quarterback. He is a veteran, and he is going to be the backup until Zach Wilson continues. If he continues to stink, he's going to replace him, probably. We all agree that the biggest mistake was letting Darnold go after drafting this bum number 2. Hey, Austin, I don't know if you're new here, but I am known to be a very big Sam Darnold guy, so right there with you, man. Drake May, you are a New York Jet. Here we go. We just need someone who can find an open man when he's actually open. Imagine we can score 21 a game. Do I have to remind you the stat that if the Jets score a league average 23 points per game, the Jets are 18-3 in their last 21 games? That's how good this defense has been, and that's how bad this offense has been. Boom. Stat of the year. I keep hearing everyone kill Zach. It's the fault of Douglas and Saleh. They drafted him. Praise him and set him fail. Saleh and Douglas are overrated, and we need to consider that in the offseason. Well, I think this is obviously the biggest test. And listen, we know that Douglas whiffed on Zach Wilson when we drafted him. Well, not when we drafted him, but last year kind of came to fruition. But I don't know, man. We're obviously going to have a discussion of Saleh and Douglas at the end of the year if things go south continuously. Jets Media with Richie is always the best. New York is making a comeback. Let's go, Mark Anthony. I appreciate the support. Ethan with the $5 super chat. Round of applause for Ethan. I appreciate you, bro. Mike White was someone this exact team rallied around. There was a special spark with him. If he was quarterback 1, Jets fans would be feeling a lot better. Yeah, Ethan, I agree. I'm really upset that Mike White is on the Dolphins, but hey, he's back home in Miami where he grew up, so kudos to you, Mike White. I miss you, Mike White. It's honest, I do, okay? I miss Mike White. I do. It's that reality. When is the last time Siemian has played? So Trevor Siemian played last year for the Chicago Bears in 2 games. And then 2 years ago, he had 6 starts with the Saints and put up 11 touchdowns and 3 picks and 1,100 yards with an 88.4 rating. So not terrible. Definitely not terrible. Better than what we've seen. Better than what we've seen. After this season, Zach Wilson might be released, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, if Zach goes out there on Sunday night and puts up another stink fest and looks like an incompetent quarterback, and that's the thing about Zach, guys. We're not even asking Zach to be, like, elite. We just need him to look average. How are you that bad that you can't even look average? We're reversing the Chiefs, so we probably need him to be more than average to beat the Chiefs, but I'm not even talking about winning that game. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of the quarterback position. Why can't he just look like an average quarterback, a top 20 quarterback, instead of a bottom 32 ranked quarterback? You feel me? Too much to ask? I'm asking for so much, I know, just to be a decent quarterback. That's all I'm asking, Zach. Why do you have to look like you don't belong in the league? You look like you belong in, there's not even a minor league in the XFL, USFL, whatever it is. I don't know. But how does you look so incompetent? You have athleticism, you have the arm, you have all the physical traits in the world, but you can't figure it out mentally. And I've been supporting you. I've been rooting for you. And I've been backing you. This is how you repay me? I feel for him, bro. I really do. As an individual, as a the teammate shirts with him on it last year. Salah says it's one of the biggest love fests in the locker room. So I do have to correct you, Shadow. The team did not make those shirts that you're referring to. The T-shirts that you were talking about, Mike F. and White T-shirts, that was not designed by the team. That was designed by, I forgot who it was, but it was a fan that designed it, and the fan sent them to the Jets, and all the players wore it. The Jets, they design a lot of shirts for the locker room, but that was not a T-shirt the Jets designed. Not that it's a big deal, but just had to correct that. He belongs in Pee Wee football. Trevor Siemian playing Sunday night. Oh, gosh. Richie, what exactly do you think the problem is with Zach's quarterback plays? A lot of the tools that quarterbacks have. Yeah, I said it already earlier, but I'll say it again. I think he's playing scared. He is so afraid of making a mistake because he hears the boos. He hears the whole world hating on him, and he rather just play smart football by not turning the ball over and playing conservative and just, checking the ball down than being aggressive. And that's hurting him because he's missing opportunities. He's not testing people deep. He's not opening up the playbook, right? That's what Zach Wilson's issue is right now. He doesn't have confidence in himself where you see an open guy. He's like, you know what? If I throw that ball and a safety picks it off, I'm out of here. So I'm just going to check it down. He's playing scared, and he can't go through his progressions. He also fell down on a play. I mean, what are you doing? You're giving up on a play? The pocket collapses barely, and he just falls. Scramble. Use your legs. You're athletic, bro. He's not an NFL quarterback. I'm blaming the coach. The coaches deserve just as much as the blame. Does Siemian take shots down the field? Now, I think he doesn't have the arm that Zach Wilson has. Zach Wilson has the better arm than Trevor Siemian. But Trevor Siemian, I think, if an open receiver is down the field, he's going to let it loose. Feel like Zach has trouble seeing through the line. That's another thing. He just is sitting back there behind the offensive line, and he's just not seeing the field right. He doesn't have anticipation. He doesn't have timing. He doesn't have rhythm. Basically, the three biggest components of a quarterback is what he doesn't have. Appreciate the super chat, Rye the General. Another super chat, FZO Jets go. Bro, first playoff, the game, Garrett Wilson was open off the line because the safety blitz on Zach. Couldn't even read it. Shave my head. First play of the game. Yeah, not playoff game. But yeah, there was a time where Garrett Wilson, left sideline, beats his man off the line of scrimmage. The cornerback gets buckled, and Garrett's wide open down the left sideline. And instead, Zach Wilson doesn't even look his way. He drops back on 3rd and long, and he's just staring at Michael Carter, the check down, and checks it down to the running back instead of looking down the field and giving it to the damn star receiver. That makes me so pissed to think about. It does, because that one play could have won us the game. We don't need Zach to be elite to win games, especially going up against the damn shitty Patriots. Oh, my God, the Patriots are so bad, but the Jets are even worse. Steve with the $2. Imagine how bad Tim Boyle must be to not play. Oh, he's bad. Tim Boyle's bad. You think Zach Wilson's bad? Tim Boyle's bad. He's bad. Siemian is accurate. I like that. And he could process a field, too. He could process things. That's the thing about Trevor Siemian that I'm excited about. He can actually scan the field and, check it down. and do those things. The simple stuff. That's what I'm excited for the most about Trevor Siemian, if we're being honest with ourselves. He can actually read a defense. He can actually check it down. He can actually open things up, right? That's what I'm excited for. What weapons did Siemian have in New Orleans? Was Michael Thomas healthy that year? Alvin Kamara? I mean, the Saints have always been a pretty solid organization offensively in terms of weapons. They always have a good offensive line. They have some decent weapons. I don't know. Is that Saints fan still here? Who was your weapons in 2021 with Siemian? Trevor sees above the line. Yes, he does. Siemian is a solid and efficient quarterback, in my opinion. Agreed. And that's kind of all we need. We just need a solid, efficient quarterback. We don't need Trevor Siemian to put up 303 touchdowns. We need him to put up 200 yards and a touchdown and no interceptions, and we win. We win with that stat line. That's all we need. Protect the ball, establish a run game, and give us a touchdown, and let the running backs get a couple, and we win. I'm now not against the Chiefs. We're not going to win like that. DFF says you learn more by losing than you do by winning. All right, DFF. The Jets learned something good in the last 2 weeks. Hopefully it goes in our favor, and we can use this to our advantage and win against the Chiefs. Is that what that means? Appreciate the super chat, DFF. Guys, if you're just tuning into the show, do your boy a gigantic favor. Simply hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We have some breaking Jets news just an hour ago. Trevor Siemian has signed with the Jets. And now we're voicing our opinions on just that. So hit that like button, guys, on your way in. We have 95 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, folks. Let's get to 100 likes. 100 likes. Zach is a college quarterback, not an NFL quarterback. Wanted Jameis, but that's cool. I mean, you can't expect... Jameis Winston's not a free agent, so you can't get Jameis Winston, guys. You can't do that. You got to trade for him, and he's the backup for the Saints. The Saints are not just going to hand Jameis Winston to us. The final judgment is that Zachary Wilson is not a good quarterback. Is there anything else to discuss about him? Truly not. I think we need to move forward and accept that Siemian will be starting against the Broncos and starting the rest of the season. And then Trevor stinks it up. Then what? Great question, Em. Great question. They should just bring in another guy and release Boyle. What is the point of having him? I think that Siemian is going to be the replacement of Boyle. Jets back office won't cut Zach because it might offend AR8. I don't know. Richie, why are fans turning on Saleh? JD is blamed for not admitting his mistake, period. Yeah, I don't know what Jets fans expect Robert Saleh to say, personally. I know that he's frustrating people, and he's frustrating me to an extent. But, like, what do you expect Saleh to say? He's dealt a hand, and he has his quarterback, and he has to support his quarterback. He has no control of the roster, and Robert Saleh's head coach is looking at the Jets roster, and he sees Zach Wilson and Tim Boyle as his quarterbacks, and he's saying Zach Wilson gives us the best chance to win ahead of Tim Boyle, and newsflash, that is true. So that's what it is, and Saleh, he has to be optimistic. He's not going to publicly just ridicule his own player. Behind closed doors, he's going to do it, but not to the media. Saleh's never going to say everything you want him to say to the media. I don't know why everyone doesn't expect that by now. Dan's in the chat. Why this dude, man? I forgot he was still in the league. Yeah, he was in the league until we signed him because he's a free agent, right? So, I don't know why, Dan. Right? You look at the free agent quarterbacks list. You got Joe Flacco, Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, and the Jets settle on Trevor Siemian. Don, a great member of the channel. Zach Wilson, crushing dreams. Yeah, he's crushing my dreams, all right. Why not let Boyle play? He was backup for Rodgers. He knew the playbook from Hackett. Why not giving it a try against Kansas? No, thank you. Maybe give Boyle a shot. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, obviously if Zach stinks and Trevor Siemian's not active yet, you got to give somebody a shot, but from a military background, you never bash your subordinates in public. It's counterproductive and burns people, so I get it. but he did not do a good job of addressing the issues at the podium. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, there's a fine balance here. You can't expect Saleh to publicly shit on his quarterback, but he also didn't say some things, right? You can't say he's the unquestioned starter and all these things, so I understand that. Tim Boyle, 108 career passes and 8 interceptions. Thank you, Jason. Tim Boyle is a puppet. He's the new Jets mascot. Jets Forever is MIA. Hennessy, you should have saw him. He was in the roundtable chat last night saying that Zach Wilson is good and it's the offensive line and the coaching's fault. I don't know. He hasn't been on my channel, but he was on the roundtable last night in the chat saying nonsense. You know him, Hennessy. He's just going to blame everything but him because it's the wrist motion. The quarterback list in the NFL is very, very dry. Jets not the only team that need a quarterback, and they've been looking for a guy. My entire life, I've been looking for a quarterback. Since I was born. Is Zach still starting on Sunday? What's up, Robin? It's good, brother. Yes, he's starting Sunday. That's for sure, but there's a chance that Siemian comes in at half or something. I don't know. Distribute the ball to playmakers. They will do the rest. A guy like Siemian, that's his bread and butter. Exactly. After 20-something years, it's nice not having a quarterback problem anymore. Fins up. Well, you know what else hasn't happened in 20-plus years? A playoff win for the Dolphins. So maybe this is your year. Jets haven't found a quarterback in 20-plus years. The Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 20-plus years. So maybe this is your year, Miami. Congratulations. This could be the year where they finally win a playoff game. Come on, I got to throw some shots at you guys. If you're coming on here throwing some shots at me, that's all I got, okay? Ride the General with $5. Unleash Zach on Sunday Night Football. If he throws 3 interceptions, who cares? Nothing to lose. He is losing the job regardless, and we expect to lose the game. Let him gunsling. I couldn't agree more. Let him gunsling, man. Let him go out with playing 100% aggression, man. Just go. Just let it loose, Zach. Play free. Stop being so afraid to make mistakes. And I'm not anybody to tell how Jets fans to be a fan, but I'm just saying how I feel. The boos don't help anything. And I know that they deserve to be booed because we're paying money and they're stinking. And we're letting them know how we feel. But the boos aren't helping anything. If anything, it makes Zach Wilson more scared to make throws. Trevor Siemian's career rating is 81. Zach Wilson's rating this year is 57. Zach makes Siemian look like Brady. So sad. The boos make it worse, definitely. And I never understand booing. I just don't. It's just not my thing. In every sport, too. It's not just the Jets, but that's just who I am as a fan. But, yeah, I'm not going to get into that debate because I know some people are saying, no, we got to boo. Some people are like, I hate booing. Whatever. The people that boo are not going to stop booing. So there's no point even talking about it. We need competency. Yeah, we do. That's all we need, bro. The reality is, Zach Wilson is not strong mentally. And that's why the boos get to him. That's the sad reality. Broadway Joe forced the Jets' hand. It's because of Joe Namath. Boos or no boos, it felt deflating at MetLife. Yeah, man. That MetLife Stadium, there was some more energy at the end, but that stunk. Why does he care if the fans boo? Because when you're weak mentally and you don't have confidence, and that's what comes to his ability to be so afraid of mistakes. He hears the boos and he does not want to make a mistake because if he throws a pick, the boos are going to be louder, and he's scared of it. And obviously, we don't want a quarterback that's scared of boos because you're not mentally strong enough to handle it. Right? A mentally strong person would hear the boos and use it as motivation and not make you dwindle down. So that's it. That's what it comes down to, man. When we scored a touchdown, the crowd got back into it for nothing to 4 down. So true, bro. It's so true, man. The crowd got back into it, bro. We had an actual good drive. We got a touchdown. Nick Bowden, shout out. And then the crowd was back. All right, defense, get a stop. They got to stop. The offense had a chance. Oh, sack in the end zone. Safety. God damn it. Sick tailgate on Sunday, though. Had a blast. Appreciate you coming through to Jets Media Day, bro. Oh, I mean, the cheers don't help either. I'm not saying that. You're right. I'm not saying, listen, the boos and the cheers are not going to impact things. I just am making an assumption that he's so afraid to be booed that he's scared to make mistakes, which is why he's playing the game of football he's playing by checking it down. He's not stretching the field. And maybe that's just a coaching thing. I don't know what the issue is. Who do you think they should go and get? Well, they just got Siemian. Caleb Williams to the Jets. Bold take. Caleb Williams, generational prospect. If he gets drafted by the Jets, guess what? He's not going to play good football because this Jets team does not know how to draft a quarterback and develop him. I don't know. Maybe I'm just turning into my pessimistic energy right now. But, the point is, how many times are we going to draft a quarterback in the first round, a prospect that has so much hype, so much excitement, and he stinks? Okay? I'm sick of it. Rich, you missed the beginning. Come on, man. Trevor Siemian, why are we playing this movie over again? I am stuck in a time loop. I am in a science fiction movie, and I feel like I am being pranked by the universe, and I feel like I am just there's something going on behind closed doors that's pranking us. What the heck did we do to deserve this, guys? Jets fans, I'm talking to you. What did we do to deserve this? The issue is your receivers don't get separation. Yes, they do, bro. Garrett Wilson is open many times, and Zach missed him. It's not even like he tried to throw and is inaccurate. He just didn't see him. It's a different story if Zach is just missing open receivers. That's not Zach's issue. He doesn't see them. He doesn't see them. He doesn't see them. That's the issue. It would be a different conversation if people are wide open and Zach is just throwing freaking ducks. Inaccurate. That's not the issue. To be honest with you guys, Zach Wilson has improved his accuracy. I will give him that. Right? Like, when he steps into his throws, and it's not much because he sucks so bad in year 2, where it's like you see some sliver of improvement. You're like, okay. Are you going to do an all 22 breakdown of Sunday's game, or is it too painful? I was planning on doing that today, but then this news broke. So we'll see. I mean, that's what my plan was at this time, was to go live for the all 22 film. But sorry, we're having some Wi-Fi issues right now. Some Wi-Fi issues. Sorry, technical difficulties. But yeah, the goal was to go live and talk about the all 22 today, but then this news happened. I'm definitely still gonna do it, guys. Don't worry. Whether that's today or tomorrow, we're gonna go into the film room and watch that game together. In sorrow, in misery. Misery finds company. It's too early in the season to throw in the towel. Got to keep on believing. Exactly, bro. I am not someone that's going to give up. If you want to have someone give up, go give up somewhere else. I'm so confused. Jets fans are in a perpetual state of I learn helplessness. I'm trying to stay hopeful, but I'm nuts. Oh, it describes everything I'm feeling right now. 'Cause, 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 ' I'm confused. I feel nuts. This is exactly how I feel. Right on the nail. You lack vision and focus. We need the Jedi Knight, the Jedi Warrior, the wise Aaron Rodgers back in the building and start helping something. Aaron, where are you? I miss you, Aaron. Oh, God. Garrett Wilson open at the 40 on the fourth down check down to Conklin. Garrett Wilson open on the check down to Brees early on. Got the screenshots to prove it. Ugh. LaSalle with the $5. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you as always, my man. Maybe this time we can draft a quarterback that won or at least played against good opponents. Yeah. Woohoo. Maybe this time. Swung and miss, Mark Sanchez. Swung and miss, Geno Smith. Oh, let's try Bryce Petty. Maybe Christian Hackenberg? Oh, maybe Sam Darnold. Oh, Sam Darnold. Ooh, Zach Wilson. Who's next on the Jets draft quarterback graveyard? Who's it going to be this year? Can't handle it. Did you think a month ago you'd be going live with the headline Jets sign Trevor Siemian? No, Ryan. I didn't think that. I definitely didn't think that, Ryan. My man Josh says, us Jets fans don't humble ourselves when the season starts. We put high expectations on the team and always get let down. Maybe we should try to be humble before the season starts. Just my opinion. Well, honestly, I think this is the first season where we've really had expectations really high. Usually, expectations are like, okay, let's prove people wrong. This year, it was the opposite. We have to prove everybody right. That was the difference this year. Like previous years, I don't think we do this. This year, you're right? We had such high expectations, and we had to humble ourselves. But I see where you're coming from, though, Josh. I definitely do, and I appreciate your optimistic lens, man. We need that more. We need more of you. Our next quarterback is Jordan Love in 15 years, and he's going to come to the Jets, and after winning Super Bowls with the Packers, and then he's going to be 6-1 with the Jets and get hurt. That's what's going to happen. I already saw the future. I'm going to clip this. So 15 years later, you're going to see a young 25-year-old Richie talking about the time loop, because I'm starting to believe some nonsense theories that we are being pranked by the universe and we are in a time loop. Okay? I'm going to start making conspiracy theories. Jets fans are being pranked by somebody beyond our comprehension, because there's no other explanation. Maybe there's somebody that's beyond our beliefs or whatever. They're like, you know what? These Jets fans, let's just keep making them on a loop and let them keep suffering and laugh at us. I'm obviously joking, guys. Doug with the $5. I need a tight end in fantasy. Should I trade Garrett Wilson and Purdy for Gabe Davis and Evan Ingram? My quarterback, Love D. Jones. My wide receiver, Lamb and Devontae. Don't trade Garrett. Don't do it. I won't let you do it. I don't know, man. Keep Garrett Wilson in the slot, baby, in the flex. Evan Ingram, how is he even doing? I don't even know. Is Evan Ingram doing good? I know the Jaguars are shitting the bed lately. How about Doug in the chat, guys? He needs some fantasy advice. D. Michi with the $10. This is a round of applause for both D. Michi and Doug for the generous super chats. Even Jimmy G just targeted Tay Adams 20 times for a total of 13 catches for 172 yards and 2 tutties. Zach doesn't even look in Garrett's direction. How? Can't make this up. We are 2-1 with Jimmy Garoppolo. We're 2-1 with a lot of different quarterbacks. But, Dimichi, it's sad. You are completely correct. You always are correct with your takes. And I appreciate you. So, Dimichi, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the $10 super chat. Because I was watching Sunday Night Football, watching Devontae Adams do what he was doing, and I was sick to my stomach because not only I was versing him in fantasy, so it made it hurt even more. We're 2-1 with Christian Hackenberg. Let's bring him out of retirement. Richie, I'm a Browns fan. Y'all should trade for a DTR. It could be really good, in my opinion. Thoughts? I can't do that, man. That's no. I don't know about that one. But Garoppolo's injury prone, so that's always going to be a bad idea. No, I know. It's true. The Browns are not going to give up DTR. Yeah. They're definitely. I know Rodgers likes him. Aaron Rodgers looks like 5 Mile dirt road. It was only a matter of time before the wheel fell off. Sad truth. I guess. What the heck did we do to deserve this? What the heck did we do to deserve this? Is Zach nearsighted or farsighted? We had our chances on a quarterback, but we went all in with Rodgers. And that was our chance. Sad. There's nothing else to say here. Like, Trevor Siemian is the quarterback now. I don't know what Jets fans really expect from him, but he's our quarterback. Breaking news. The Jets bring in Trevor frickin' Siemian. And it seems like the fan base is kind of like not excited about it, which I completely understand why. This Pats game was tailor-made for him, Richie. He blew it. It's very true, man. This sucks, bros. Bring 12 back. Who, Namath? Yeah, let's bring him out there at 80 years old. If we have any other quarterback in the league, we are 2-1. 2-1 with Aaron. Aaron's a Jet. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet still. Isn't that wild? And we still stink. Does this make us a playoff team? I can't say it with a straight face and say that. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Folks, hit that like button, though, if you're enjoying the show. Yeah. Sadness. On all accounts. We'll give you Cooper Rush. Great. Oh. Sunday Night Football, the Jets are taking on the Chiefs. I don't know how I'm going to fathom that. I have zero confidence in winning that game. And if we do win, we're back, baby. Super Bowl. Super Bowl! Good news is that I have now a free time. Ugh. And I think Rodgers had hopes of coming back for the playoffs. Yeah, sad. And I'll be there to witness it. There you go, JT. Represent. Good signing. Jets will now make the playoffs. Happy life. Here we go. Optimism. My girl says to me, this is why you say don't buy Jets gear. Yeah. We just keep paying this team. Final score prediction Sunday night. I think it's going to be close, but the Jets lose. 24-17. Or is it going to be 34-10? Is that what it's going to be? Is that what it's going to be, Jets? Are you going to let that happen? Defense, are you going to be able to contain Mahomes? Because reality is you're not going to be. The only way we beat the Chiefs is with a good offense because the defense is not going to be able to shut down Mahomes. And the reality is people think that the defense is overrated when the Jets gave up 13 points against the Patriots. And the sadness is we have to rely on the defense to be perfect to win. They're not going to be perfect against the Chiefs. We are not going to be perfect against the Chiefs on defense. We are going to give up multiple touchdowns. Jets can't score multiple touchdowns. It's a blowout. Vlad is dreaming about the Jets winning against the Chiefs. Yeah. 31-10. Didn't you guys do this with Favre? Well, Brett Favre was healthy and had us as the first place team in the entire AFC. We were 8-3 with Favre, and then he got hurt. Rodgers couldn't even get through the first drive. So that's the difference. Favre was healthy enough to get us to 8-3. Even if the Jets win Sunday, what would that even benefit us going forward this season? Bro, if we beat the Chiefs on Sunday, that's going to benefit a lot. That saves the season. We're 2-2 heading into Denver. You can beat Denver 3-2. You lose to Philly. You're 3-3 heading into the bye. And then the schedule eases up. I mean, if the Jets beat the Chiefs, which is very, very low chance of that happening, come on, that's a big deal. That means something's good happening. We cannot trot Zach Wilson out there in front of troops again. It's morale killing. I'd never do it. This is a 3-touchdown loss. Come on, seriously. Remove the green glasses. Yeah, I mean, I'm not wearing green glasses. I'm not saying we're going to beat the Chiefs. I said we're losing that game. I don't know if you're talking to somebody else, but we didn't even F an upgrade. Well, unfortunately, we did. Trevor Siemian's career numbers is miles better than Zach Wilson's. Defense got to be our offense to win games. Yeah, you got it, Ryder General. The defense got to get a pick six. They got to force turnovers. They got to score for us to win. Would love to be going 2-2 into Denver. I'll be in the building that week. I really wish if we just beat the Patriots, we'd be 2-2 heading into Denver. You know what I mean? Zach Wilson's playing in this game, but the question is, he's starting, but will he finish? Right? Will he start? He's going to start the game, but will he finish the game? Right? That's the question. That is the question. So sad that we're in this situation, bro. And the best case scenario is that Zach Wilson starts and finishes the game, but that's too much to ask for, man. Zach Wilson scoring points for the other team. I mean, he hasn't turned the ball over against the Patriots, but he still stinky. Guys, I am so sorry to Jets fans that we have to go through this misery, but I'm here to be miserable with you all. I'm happy we got a competent quarterback. Cut Zach now. Hit the like button. 215 watching, 25 likes. Guys, hit that like button, please. Help out the boy. We appreciate that. If the first drive does not end with a touchdown for the Jets, Zach goes directly to the bench or locker room. If it's a 3 and out, yeah, maybe, but not that. This makes me sad. RIP 23 Jets. This was supposed to be a special year. This was supposed to be a year where we change it all. I'm going to start crying. Imagine I just start heaving and hysterically crying. Can you imagine that? What would you guys think of me? And I just start hysterically break out crying. All of it just comes out, pouring my heart out to you guys. The pain. The pain. I appreciate you, Lascelles. I'm not going to hold you, Richie. You keep some of our hopes alive. I try, King Rex. I try as best as I can, man. We got to call Fitzmagic. Aaron is about to be 40. He'd be a huge return for small money. Oh, my God. Ryan Fitzpatrick? Really? He is the last good quarterback we've had. Isn't that sad? He holds the Jets franchise record. He holds the Jets franchise record for most touchdowns in a season. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. We lose respect for you. Jets fans don't cry in public. Don't worry, guys. I won't do that to you. I'll go cry in a corner in private. Oh, that's funny. Well, folks, we're going to wrap up the show here. We just hit the hour marker. Trevor Siemian is a Jet. And we'll see if he plays on Sunday night or not. And, yeah, I'm going to be live throughout the week. We're going to be doing an all-22 film breakdown either today or tomorrow, depending on my schedule. So I appreciate all the support, guys. Always appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button on your way out. The Jets Media Day vlog and recap is live. I know that is not, no one really cares about that because we lost the game, but would appreciate if you guys can check out that video. It took a lot of time and effort to bring that to life. The event was a success for Jets Media Day 2023, but the game was not a success. So, yeah, I would appreciate you guys checking it out. But that's going to wrap up this show, guys. Hit that like button and comment down below after the stream's wrapped up your thoughts of Trevor Siemian becoming a New York Jet. I'll catch you guys later. Let's go Jets as always. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Come on now. I've been through hell and back, and I ain't going nowhere. Appreciate you all. Thank you for all the love and the support. Your boy's out. Later.